You press print and nothing comes out. The printer is 10 feet away, plugged in, lights on. Your laptop insists it is offline. This happens to almost everyone, and the reason is oddly specific. Here is the printer itself. Unlike your laptop, it spends almost the whole day asleep, drawing barely any power, waking only when something wakes it. That habit is the root of everything that follows. On your laptop sits the print queue, the saved entry you clicked once and never thought about again. It does not remember the printer. It remembers a number, the address the printer had that day. Where did that number come from? Your router. It hands every device on your home network a temporary address, like a hotel handing out room keys, and it can hand out a different one later. Temporary is the key word. Every address comes with a lease, a countdown. Stay awake and your device quietly renews it. Sleep through the countdown and the address goes back into the pool. There is one more weak link, the wireless connection. Most printers use only the older, slower radio band sitting in a corner behind a wall at the edge of your signal, dropping off whenever it likes. And here, waiting at the end, is the cure, a reserved address. You tell the router to always give this one printer the same number forever. Hold that thought while we watch things break. So the cast is set, a device that sleeps, an address that expires, a queue that remembers, and a radio that fades. Watch how quietly they combine into that useless message, printer offline. Rewind to the day you set it up. The printer joins the network and asks the router a simple question: which address should I use? It has no opinion of its own. The router picks a free number from its pool and lends it out with a timer attached. Yours today, maybe. Nobody promises the printer will keep it, and nobody tells your laptop either. Now the printer introduces itself. It shouts a small announcement across the local network. Here I am, this is my name, this is my address. Anyone listening on the same network hears it. Your laptop is listening. That is why the printer magically appeared in the Add Printer window without you typing anything. Convenient, and also the moment the whole fragile arrangement is quietly made. You click Add and your laptop writes down what it heard. Here is the mistake nobody sees. It saves the address, a number that was only ever borrowed, as if it were permanent. For a while, everything is perfect. You print, the job travels straight to that saved address, paper comes out. Weeks pass without a single problem. You forget any of this machinery exists at all. Then the printer does what printers do. Nobody uses it for a day, so it drops into deep sleep. Its screen goes dark and its radio stops answering almost everything on the network. Meanwhile, the countdown keeps running. An awake device would renew its lease long before 0. A sleeping printer misses the renewal, so the router takes the address back and returns it to the pool. Later, something wakes the printer up. It asks again politely, and the router hands it whatever is free now, which is often a different number. The printer moved address and told nobody. Your queue never got the memo. It still holds the old number, so the next job you send is delivered to an address where nothing lives anymore. It leaves and simply disappears. Your laptop waits for an answer that never comes, then gives up with the least helpful message in computing: printer offline. The printer is fine. Only the address written down is wrong. Why not just rediscover it? Because that little announcement only travels inside one network. Put your laptop on the guest network or a different one and the shout never reaches you. And a sleeping printer does not shout at all. Add a weak signal through 2 walls on the crowded older band, and even a printer with the right address answers far too slowly. So here is the first real fix. In your router settings, reserve an address for the printer. From then on, whenever it asks, it gets the exact same number every single time. The second fix is even duller. Run a cable or turn the deep sleep setting down. A printer that stays awake on a stable wire keeps its address and answers immediately every time. Third, keep them on the same network. Guest networks and separate bands are built to keep devices apart, which is good for security and terrible for a printer that needs to be found. Finally, delete that stale queue and add the printer again once the address is reserved. The saved entry is the part that goes stale, and rebuilding it is often the whole repair. So the whole chain, The router lends a temporary address, the printer sleeps through the renewal and wakes up with a new one, your saved queue keeps posting to the old one. Reserve the address, keep it awake, rebuild the queue. That's how it runs. Next time a printer claims to be offline, remember it probably just moved address and told nobody. Reserve it, wire it, and it becomes boring again. Follow how it all runs for more. See you in the next one.